Okay, I got my rug off. It's down there on the floor. And if you have some waste material that you started your rug with, it's a good idea because then you don't unravel the ends. So here's my rug. You see I've got my waste stuff there so it doesn't unravel the border here. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here, finish that later. Okay, so we've got these threads hanging here in little clumps. We've got the back, this metal pole here is all ready. It's on the apron. It's all ready to tie up the new one. But we don't have enough room here. See, when we cut it off, we needed all this space in here to cut the fringe. So what we're going to do is take the break off, this big break, and we're going to go back here and we're going to turn clockwise this whole thing. Now down here I've had a string that was loose, so I had these my little weights on there. So we're going to take it off because now is the opportunity we could tighten this one up. Okay, so we're going to take these weights. I'm going to leave them over here on the windowsill. If sometimes you have a few strings, what I do is a few strings that are loose, I'll just put a whole stick here underneath the loose ones. And those I keep over here on the windowsill also. So this one will be all set to go now. There's the loose one. Here's that funny one that we had when Mandy and I strung the crazy thing. Okay, so we have the break off. We have a little slack in here. So now we're going to make sure we put the brake back on. There's the brake. Okay, so now we're going to take all these threads and pull them through. Okay, and what we do is we just retie them on. Now we'll start. Oops, I have my other. I need to put that on. Okay. That looks like it's going to work. I could do two things at once. Okay, so that looks like it's about ready to start. So what I'm going to do is tie this one on this way. And let me see if I could set my camera down here. I wish I had an extra hand. Okay, I'm going to tie the two ends first, and then I'll show you how this is done. So I'm going to tie this end, and then I'm going to go over and I'm going to tie this end. And try to do it with the same tension. And that loose string that I had in here, I'm going to make sure that I get that nice and smooth. But I'll show you that as I do the next thing. So I think I'll shut it off for a second, and then I'll show you how to tie on and start the new the next rug. Okay, here we go.